بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له أشهد أن نبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا. Brothers in Islam, this is the 9th lesson of Arabiyyah to Bayna Yadayk, book 1, part 1, and we have gone through a part of the inner cover, the first page, as you can see, after the cover. We've gone through the first sentence, سلسلة في تعليم اللغة العربية لغير الناطقين بها, a series in teaching the Arabic language for non-Arabic speaking people. And the title, العنوان العربية بين يديك, and we are now at the word al-isdaru. Al-isdaru. By removing al, we will hear two dhamma, isdarun, and isdarun, its plural is isdaratun. The plural of isdarun is isdaratun. Al-jam'u, which means the plural, is isdaratun. Wal isdaru, the meaning of isdar is the release or addition. So talking about the second addition, because athani means the second. In the Arabic language, we have something that is not found in the English language, and that is that we have genders. In objects, we have genders as well in numbers. So athani is a masculine number because al-isdaru is also a masculine word. So the adjective athani has to be masculine as well because it follows al-isdaru, and that what has been ascribed there. So al-isdaru thani means the second edition. Min kitabi al-talib al-awwali. So we have the first edition, that is the yellow book, the old book, and this is the second edition. So when you find that book 1 is separated in two books, then you know that you are having the second edition, and that's the correct book to have to go with this explanation, inshallah. Kitabu al-talibi, Kitabu al-talibi. Now, before I forget, tanbihun, we have a remark here. Ishtari da'iman al-isdar al-akhira. What does this mean? Ishtari is a command verb, it's an order, a command. Ishtari means buy. Ishtari da'iman. I prefer to talk Arabic and to use Arabic sentences. So those brothers of you who are not familiar with these Arabic words, this for extra benefit for them, inshallah. So al-isdaru thani is the second release, and then we have a remark. Ishtari da'iman, what means buy always. Da'iman means always. Ishtari da'iman al-isdar al-akhira. Always buy the last edition, the last release. And you know why, and I've explained that very clearly and mentioned that an author of a book, he makes mistakes and he gets advised and he corrects his mistakes and he comes with a new release, with a new edition after removing those mistakes. So that is the situation, my brothers in Islam. That's the situation, my brothers in Islam. And like I maybe have mentioned or not, it's for those brothers who have the yellow book, it's very hard to use with this explanation because I'm using the new release, the second release, second edition, and the pages differ from the old yellow book. So the numbers of the pages, they differ, as well as this new release is much clearer, and definitely I will advise the brothers to buy the new version. Especially when we come to the green book, what is the third and fourth book, because we have two browns and two greens, you will see huge differences. When we come through grammatical notes in Arabiyyah Bayna Yadayk, in the green book, you will find that in the new edition, you have, with each grammatical note, you have about 4, 5, 6 exercises. While in the old green book, book 2, you will find maybe 1 or 2 exercises maximum. So that's a big difference. As well, the old book has a huge text at the end of each chapter, and this is something you will not find in a new edition. So there are huge differences in the green book, but and lesser differences in book 1, the brown book, and the between the brown and the yellow book. But still, the pages, they differ. This edition is much clearer, and mistakes are taken out. So I will definitely advise the brothers to get the new edition. Then we have below it, you can try to read it. After the sentence of al-isdaru thani, min, the second release or addition from, min means from, we have كتاب الطالب الأول. Now, كتاب الطالب الأول. Okay. Student book number 1. Now, actually, because of min, it should become now kitabi, min kitabi الطالب الأول. But if there was no min, it should be كتاب الطالب الأول. كتاب الطالب الأول. Now, and not كتاب الطالب الأول, because if you say al-awwali while kitabu is with a dhamma, then it means the first student, but now it means the first book, the first student book. Anyway, that is something you will learn later on, inshallah. Then we have the word al-juz'u al-awwalu. Al-juz'u al-awwalu means the first part, and juz'un means part. Juz'un means part. It might be a part of the Quran, depending on the context. Juz'u tabarak, juz'u tabarak, juz'u amma. So juz'un is any part. Yani it's a general word, it can be a part of anything. No. Well, jam'u, the jim here stands for plural, jam'un. And advise the brothers who are willing to write down the notes, when they write the plural, they can put between 2 brackets the letter jim. And this is not a style that I have invented, but rather it's a style. One moment, my brothers in Islam. It's a style that can be found in the Arabic dictionaries. In the Arabic dictionaries, you find this style where the word juz'un is being written. Where the plural is being written with a jim between 2 brackets before it. Seems to be still a problem here, but inshallah try to get that fixed, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan for your sabr. So al-juz'u al-awwalu is the first part. Then we have the sentence below it. What is it saying? The sentence below it. It says الوحدات الأولى إلى الثامنة. الوحدات, and you can say the word الوحدات in two ways. You can use it with the fatha on the ha or with the sukun on the ha. الوحدات and الوحدات. الوحدات and الوحدات. What means the chapters. الأولى إلى الثامنة. The first up to or until the 8th chapter. So we have al-wahadat, and in the single form is wahdatun. Wahdatun is a chapter. Or you can say al-wahdatu, the chapter. Then you drop one of the two dhammas. Al-ula, the first, ila thaminati, until the 8th. And these numbers are feminine numbers. Al-ula is a feminine for first. Al-thaminati is the feminine for 8. These are all the numbers. Like 5th, 7th, 8th, 9th. If we use the masculine numbers, we have al-awwalu, al-thaminu. Okay? And these numbers you will inshallah learn later on inshallah. Below that we have the word ta'lifun. Ta'lifun means written by, on the bottom right of this page. And then we have the names of the professors. You can see the letter Dal before their names. Dr. Abdurrahman ibn Ibrahim al-Fawzan, Dr. Mukhtar al-Tahir Hussein, Dr. Muhammad Abdul Khaliqi, Muhammad Fadl. And this letter Dal is used in the Arabic world for those who have gained the PhD. So whoever have finished his PhD, and this is something what's very high. For example, in Saudi Arabia, you go to the university for 4 years, and then you have the masters for about 4 years, and then the PhD for about 4 years. So you can imagine how many years you have to study to get the PhD. Ishrafun means supervision. So this book is supervised by a doctor, also a professor, also somebody who has gained his PhD, Dr. Muhammad ibn Abdurrahman al-Sheikh. Now, after that, I want to mention something what inshallah is beneficial for those who don't know. The word al-harakatu. Al-harakatu, my brothers in Islam, means literally a movement. I'm not talking about its meaning grammatically, but outside the grammar, in the daily life. Harakatun is a movement or a motion. So if I raise my hand, this is a haraka. I'm now making a haraka, a movement. The plural is harakatun or al-harakatu. Depending, if you put al, you drop one of the two dhammat. Grammatically, or inside the Arabic language, when you learn the Arabic language, the word haraka has totally another meaning, a different meaning. In English, it's called a diacritical mark. And or you can call it a vowel point or a vowel. And a haraka is only one of three. It's either a dhamma or a fatha or a kasra, as you will know inshallah. We have something else, it's called sukunun. And sukunun also has two meanings. Sukunun has two meanings. The first meaning of sukun is its meaning outside the Arabic language grammatical terms. Sukunun means quietness. There is a lot of sukun in this village, calmness and quietness, sukunun. But in the Arabic grammar, sukunun means totally something else. Sukunun is a small circle you find above many of the Arabic letters. Okay, so we have harakatun. Harakatun, the first harakatun, as you can see, is fathatun. Fathatun is the small line above each letter, and its sound is a. So above the letter ba, it's ba. Above the ta, it's a ta. Above the jim, it's ja. We have kasratun. Kasratun is a line below the letter, and gives the e sound. So b, t, g, as you all know. And we have also the dammatun, and dammatun is a small waw, as you can see. Dammatun, and it gives the u sound, like bu, tu, ju, hu, depending on the letter that is combined with the dhamma. And the dhammatun is the asl and the root fil asma. وهو الأصل في الأسماء. Dhamma is the root form in any noun. So when you come to a noun, any noun, whether it's an object or something that has an intellect like human beings, the dhamma is the root. So for example, baytun, house, kitabun, book, people, Muhammadun, Khalidun, Sa'idun. So the dhamma is the root, and it's the original status of each noun should have a dhamma, and there are some exceptions as you will study later on, inshallah. So just slightly remember that dhamma is the root in each noun. It's either one dhamma when there is L, or two dhammas when there is no L, what means the. So when you make it definite with L, like the book, al-kitabu, or just a book, kitabun, then it gets back to two. And sukunun, as you can see, is a circle above the letter, and it gives the silent type of sound, like bi'run, bi'run. So the middle letter has sukun. Bad'un, the second letter has a sukun, bad'un. So these are the harakat. There are three harakat. What are the harakat? Dhamma, kasra, fatha. You can call them vowels in English. And you have the sukun. So the sukun, the circle, is not a part of the harakat. They're two different things. So if you say harakat, it's dhamma, fatha, kasra. If you say sukun, it's sukun. It's not a haraka. But something else. ويدخل التنوين على الحركات الثلاث. So the tanween, what is a nunation, like you double one of the harakat, it's called tanween. So as you can see here with the line, you have two fatha, two kasra, two dhamma. All of them are called tanweenun. Okay, tanweenun is what you call in English nunation. So you have two of them. Tanween enters upon all these three harakat. So you have either two fatha or two kasra or two dhamma. You will never have two sukuns, two circles. It doesn't exist. So tanweenun, it enters upon the harakat, the three harakat. And tanweenun لا يكون إلا في آخر الاسم. So two dhamma or two fatha or two kasra can only come at the end of each noun. You will never find a tanween in the middle of the word, two dhamma in the middle of the word, or two kasra or two fatha in the middle of the word. Always at the end of each word. And this word that has a tanween, a two dhamma, two kasra, two fatha, la al-fi'l can never be a verb. Fi'lun means verb. It can never come into al-fi'l, the verb. Okay? So, to make something long short, tanween can only enter upon a noun, not upon a verb. That's something you will learn later, inshallah. كما يسقط التنوين بأل التعريف. Likewise, التنوين, the nunation, the two dhamma, two fatha, two kasra, it drops when? By using al التعريف. Al التعريف means al of definition. When you use the al of definition, like al-baytu, the house. So because of L, you have to drop one of the two Dhamma. Al-baytu. Okay? Even if, for example, it's baytan with two fatha, if you put al-bayta, you drop one of the two fatha. Baytin with two kasra, al-bayti. You drop one of the two kasras, and it's all because of L. L never goes with tanween. This is the golden rule. L never goes with nunation. كما أن هناك الشدة. Likewise, there is something called a shadda. Shaddatun. Shaddatun is a small W. It's a small W and it's always above the letter. Like in the word muallimun. Al-Arabiyyatu. You see, muallimun, although we're using a kasra with the lam, as you can hear, muallimun, but because there is a shadda above the letter, the kasra as well above the letter. Okay? So, muallimun, there is a lam, we have a lam with a kasra. But because we have a shadda, we're putting the kasra as well above the letter, but below the shadda. And when we have a shadda with the fatha, then the fatha comes above the shadda. Al-Arabiyyatu. So shaddas actually you're holding the letter. You're holding it, you're grabbing it, you don't let it go. And you're holding for about 1.5 seconds. Muallimun. Al-Arabiyyatu. So I emphasize it. I emphasize the letter. What means muallimun, teacher, and al-Arabiyyatu is the Arabic for feminine. Something else. If we get all the harakat, this is the dhamma, kasra, fatha, or two dhamma, two kasra, two fatha, and we get the circle, what is a sukoon, and the sukoon is not a part of the harakat. If we get both of them together, and we get the shadda as well, the W, okay? All of this goes up under the umbrella of, all of this is now being called shaklun or tashkilun. We have two names for it. Can you understand? We have the harakat. It's very limited. Dhamma, fatha, kasra. On the other side, we have something called sukoon. On the other side, we have something called shadda. And what is all of this called? All of these reading signs, all of these things that you find above the letter, below the letter, all of that, it's called shaklun. Okay? Or tashkilun. Shaklun means, outside the Arabic grammar, it means form. Shaklun kabir, a big form. Now. Now, form or shape. Shaklun means form or shape. It's outside the Arabic grammar. I write down because if I don't do, I forget. Likewise, you yourself. If you don't write, you might forget it after the class straight away. So you can say shaklun or tashkilun. And what you actually mean is all those reading signs, all the vowels and shadda and sukun. وَمَعْرِفَةُ الشَّكْلِ مُهِمٌ. And knowing the shakl is something what is important. خصوصا is especially في الكلمات المتشابهة, especially in the words that look alike. Meaning, if you take the shakl out of them, they look the same. You might not know unless you're very eloquent in the Arabic language, you don't need any shakl, then you might not get, you don't have a problem. So the words, when they are alike, it's good for the beginning student of knowledge to have shakl on those words. مثال ذلك, for example, كلمة الجد, the word الجد. What means الجد? Or if we drop the L of definition, it means jaddun. It says jaddun. الجد هو أبو الأبي أو أبو الأمي. الجد is the grandfather. whether it's the father of the father, Abul Abi, the father of the father, Aw means or, Abul Ummi, the father of the mother. Both of them are Jaddun. Just like in the Arabic language, in the English language, grandfather can be from both sides, paternal or maternal. As for another word, al-jiddu, you see, if we don't put the kasra, we don't put if we don't put the kasra below the jim, you will not know how to read it. Al-jiddu means al-ijtihadu. It's similar to the word al-ijtihadu. And what means al-jiddu or al-ijtihadu? What do these words that mean the same, what do they mean? It means diligence, hard working. Al-jiddu is hard working. This student, he has this jiddun in learning the Quran. He's very eager. He works hard in learning the Quran. This talibun, he really has jiddun in the classroom. He's hard working, his diligence, and mashallah, one of the brothers, he said, brother Abdul Karim, he has a funny way of speaking English. He has his own way of saying some English words. And if you laugh, I forgive you, no problem. So then we have al-juddu. Look, al-juddu. So all these three words, they look the same. One has a fatha, al-jaddu, one has a kasra, al-jiddu, and the third one, al-juddu. Al-juddu is similar to word al-bi'ru. Al-juddu is al-bi'ru al-qadimatu. It's a old water well. It's an old well. I don't know if the word water is needed because every well has to do with water. Whether the water has finished in the well or not, but al-juddu is an old well. Okay. Now, and another final example is the word kitabun. Kitabun means book, as you know, and the plural al-jam'u kutubun, books. Now, if we take out the kasra and we don't put anything on this word, and on the next word says kutabun. You see, there is a shad on the top. Kutabun. Kutabun means in Islamic school or a Quranic school. Kutabun. Okay, in the past we did. There used to be no universities in the past, so the parents used to send their children to Kutabun or al-Kutabu, what is the Quranic school, what you call al-Madrasa in Pakistan, meaning the Quranic school. So they actually look the same. If we take the shadda out, we take the dhamma out of Kutabun, we take the kasra of Kitabun, they look the same. But their plurals are totally different. Kutubun are books, and katatibu with one dhamma are Quranic schools. لكن ينبغي للطالب أن يتعلم القراءة بدون شكل. This but لكن means but, the student of knowledge should learn reading without shakl, without those diacritical marks, without those vowels and reading signs. Okay, he should do his best to learn, inshallah, to read without. فأكثر الكتب الدينية خالية من الشكل, because most of the Islamic books, they are free of any reading signs, any shakl. بل لم يكن في العصر الجاهلي ولا العصر النبوي حركات ولا نقاط. Even in the time of al-Jahili, the pre-Islamic time, and even in the time of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the era of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the era, there were no harakat, no vowels, no niqat. You didn't have even dots. Niqatun are dots. The plural of nuqtatun. Even no dots. والعرب and the Arabs لم يكونوا بحاجة إلى ذلك. The Arabs did not need, they were not in need of that, of harakat, of even dots. Okay, imagine, that's even harder without dots. I don't know the difference between the noon and the ba and the ta. لأنهم كانوا فصحاء. Why did they have no dots in the time of the Messenger صلى الله عليه وسلم, no harakat? لأنهم كانوا فصحاء because they were eloquent. أقوياء, they were strong في اللغة العربية, in the Arabic language. وبلغوا مبلغا عاليا, they have reached a huge a high, they have reached a high position, limit, a high position in the Arabic language, والشعر, and in poetry. So we will stop here inshallah, and inshallah we'll meet in our next class inshallah. جزاكم الله خيرا. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.